Here I am, I'm clutching. Have you heard what a puffin sounds like? They're the cutest looking things ever, but this is what it sounds like. It sounds like a cow. So sorry, I didn't mean to turn it on while I was like clutching the puffin. So we do have some friends joining us for the meditation, but I have invited them to turn off cameras and they have, and so it's just me. Right now we are here a day late. This should have been yesterday, but I got completely discombobulated with the move to the office to Llywyn, the Grove. But we are yesterday started the days of holly, of TINNE. And so let me just show a couple of the images. This is the one from The Voice of the Trees. Oh geez, now I'm going to turn off the lights. There. Just gives better resolution. You can see it on top. And the other one is the Karen Cater, and I did post this on Facebook. There you can see it. It feels, oh, I'm just going to keep that light off. That's actually really nice. Just I have a little the little Connor tree, which just has the lights from that. The other thing that I had wanted to share, because I shared this a little bit ago, this is Yuri Leitch's coloring book, the Elm Grove coloring book. And I'm trying to get into the habit of looking at the images that he has as we go into the tree. I'm wanting to sort of try my hand at a little bit of art. I'm not hugely confident about it, but I'm loving what he's doing. You can see there, just giving you some ideas of how to sketch. You know, it's a little blurry, but it shows you some sort of simple things. If you're not doing the whole complicated bit, just some simple little tips to make the tree look like the tree. So I love that. So and the other thing I posted today, because with moving to the office, it doesn't feel like an office. So, and it's not the hive. I know I posted about this as well, had a little chat, but my friend Christopher had suggested Llywyn, which means the grove. So getting in the habit of not referring to it as the hive, but Llywyn, the grove. That there were a number of boxes that I had grabbed and brought home, and one of them I opened this afternoon, and luckily enough, it had all my tree books in it. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. I'd already found the Celtic Tree Calendar Poem Cycle by Beryl Bagans, although that is out of print, but I also have my bathing. Can you see? Oh, it's so bright. Bathing in the Fae's Breath by the Woodland bard, John Wilmots. So I'm going to start by reading the Beryl Bagans poem. And so get comfy. I'm also going to put up our holly. It's one of the things that I noticed moving here. I don't know why I hadn't really seen it when I lived in Canada. Saw beautiful, beautiful holly bushes, but I hadn't seen a holly tree, like a tree, until I went to our local garden center, and George parked the car, and I got out of the car, and right in front of the car in the parking lot was this massive, I don't know, 20 feet, 15 feet. I'm not really good with height. Certainly as tall as, what's pictured there. Oh, it took my breath away. It was so beautiful. Okay. So a little bit of music. Oh. There we go. Okay, that should work. So just start to focus on your breath. And drop into the sense of the days of holly. And this poem starts with a reference to William Butler Yeats. I'm going to have to turn on a little light here. Oh, nope, it's not plugged in. Beloved, gaze in thine own heart. The holly tree is growing there. O holy holly tree, your darkness on this temperate June afternoon takes me down to the pit of a noon, and up to the iron gray sky where, piercing as winds of the north, your startling eyes tender me in your boughs. I know now you were a warrior, neath of the silver hand, who sharpened the shadows until they lengthen, and rode the mountain passes like a mayfly, seeking only a few more moments of life. A warrior of the heart, whose tactics were to balance all, bring all to mind. You campaigned for justice and unity in stories tenanted by immortals from our mythical 3 domains. And I retell the tales of long walks through frith and frood and visionary maps beneath your sacred bush, and last calls at CELYN, where Welsh voices raised in tribute also toned your June valediction. You were bard and ovate, druid lord to me devoted and paternal, evergreen and secure. And I will toss the home spear, true as you have taught me, against all who thwart the resolute symmetry of Michael's scales, while starlings turn and counter-turn in precision flight entrusted with your indomitable soul. Breathe into holly. Into the sense of this beautiful deep green and deep red berried tree. Allow yourself to be open to the messages, the wisdom, the journey. Allow yourself to hear Holly's voice. And back to your breath. Back to the inhale and the exhale. Slowly, slowly starting the journey back. Just take a moment for final connections with Holly, with TINNE. Just allowing a clarity of message to form, a sense of a knowing of this tree that you can carry with you into the next couple of weeks, into the days of Holly. And slowly, slowly, following the exhale of your breath, start to bring yourself back to the here and the now. Being aware of the place in which you sit, the space that you inhabit. With one more deep centering breath, I invite you to come fully back. I'm just going to keep it on the screen, the image of the holly, just to chat for a moment before I invite the live people to come back on screen. So for those of you who are watching in Zoom land, just take a moment to return. I'll just share a couple of my thoughts. A couple of messages, a couple of sort of researchy things, and then I've got one last poem to end with. So I spent some time, gazing at the tree and just thinking about some of the hollies. I've seen so much holly here. It's amazing. I don't know why, I'm very drawn to it. I love the holly tree. And what I really felt this time looking at this photo and having read the poem, and I don't know where, there was some place, is it that with the song The Holly and the Ivy, the holly wears the crown. So it is the beginning of the holly time, O King and the Holly King. And something about the crown of thorns being a holly, and that the berries were like the drops of blood. There was a mention in the poem about sacrifice, and that there is a strength that comes from holly, or a strength that holly gives, but that there is something of a sacrifice that comes with that strength. I was aware of the movement of, from hawthorn, which can be very challenging and very sharp, to oak, which has a strength, to holly, which feels like it is both sharp and strong, that it kind of combines both of those previous trees together. And there was a comment, it was Neither the Silver Hand, which I think is Nuada the Silver Hand, who lost his hand and ended up having one formed by the silversmithing. And so again, this sense of sacrifice. but the sacrifice that invites growing into almost that truer sense of who you are. And it struck me, I don't know if this is true etymology, but that sacrifice and sacred seem to have the same root. And sacrifice is not something that takes something away from us. It is actually something that brings us closer to the sacred. And so it was all of that which I was having a sense with the holly tree, that there can be a challenge. There can be a sharpness in the lessons, but that sharpness is bringing us to something of a greater soul strength, perhaps, within ourselves. So one of the working energetically, for years, many years ago, I worked very energetically with the trees from a healing perspective, and some of the notes that I have on that are holly as being empowering, allowing one to fight one's own battles, an all-encompassing love that really brings a balance of energies together. It invites answers to come to light, as I said, sometimes with sacrifice. It shows fighting spirit, or shows the need for reconciliation and peace. It is a beneficial energy to work with. It can give, this tree can give wisdom if you find that you carry a lot of anger or jealousy, or if you're holding on to the past too much. That holly can allow you to move through that and to let go. So a lot of energies that we're carrying into the next couple of weeks. And I'm going to leave you with, so this is a poem from Bathing in the Phase Breath, from the Woodland Bard. And some of the lines are his, and some of them he makes a note that he has drawn upon a poem from by Henry VIII, actually. Green groweth the holly. And then the last few verses are from Shakespeare's poem, Blow, Blow Thy Winter Wind. So this is his holly poem. Glossy leaves, wrinkled and reaching, antennas that guide curious eyes, seeing and seeking to moralize a path of wisdom. Gentle with all I seek to be, gentle with holly I desire to be, at home amid my friends I wish be, instead of sitting on thorns of solitude. When glassy eyes gaze on glossy leaves, TINNE the holly lifts us from melancholy. It removes darkness from thoughts. It shines its light through our face to our soul. Messages of our prayers are lifted, delivered to that place we ponder but never picture. The reply is the blessing, love, and abundance we deserve. Green groweth the holly, so doth the ivy. When flowers cannot be seen and greenwood leaves be gone, blow, blow, thou winter wind, thou art not so unkind, not so demanding as man's ingratitude. Hey-ho, sing, hey-ho, unto the green holly, yes, hey-ho, for the holly, this life is most jolly. Freeze, freeze, thou bitter sky, thy sting is not so sharp, as friend remembered not. Sing hey-ho for the holly. Is loving mere folly? Are memories melancholy? Sing hey-ho for the holly, who says life is most jolly. So thank you those joining us in Zoomland. I will stop share and send blessings of holly to you for the next couple of weeks, and we will see you. I don't have the date, but I'll post it for our next turn of the days of the trees. Okay, blessings.